Friends, in this lesson, I want to show you the difference between the two dates in terms of days, months, and year in Excel. So if we have something like start date, let's consider it's a project, a starting date and ending date. So and the date is as follows. First one is 1/1/2014. The second one is 02/3/2025. So if we want to find the number of days between these two dates, first of all, we need to know that this cell here, you can see from here that this cell is H7, while this one is I7. So the number of days between those two dates can be found as follows, equal to I7 minus H7. Enter. So the system tells us that it is 4078. But we can also write the formula as follows. We could write as equal to dated if start date is H7, end date is I7, comma, then unquote we specify days. So dated if H7, start date, I7, the ending date, and specify this number in days. If I press enter, the system gives me the same amount. So these two formulas are basically the same. But we can also extend this formula to months and years. So what happened? How many months can we calculate between these two dates and the years? So I'm going to repeat the same formula. So I'm repeating the same formula here. This is H7 and this is I7. But instead of day, we now have months. So I'll specify M here as month, and the system tells me this is 134 months. Then I want to know the difference between those two dates in terms of years. So I'll modify this again to, so the cell addresses H7, I7. Then here I will change M to Y, enter. So you can see from here that this formula I7 minus H7 gave us the number of days between these two dates, and we could just use another formula dated if H7 comma I7, then specify the variable D, and it gives us the same thing. Then for the months, all what we need to do is change the D to M, and for the years we need to change the M to Y. So between these two dates we have 11 years, and between these two dates we have 134 months, and between these two dates we have 4078 days. Then of course we can also find between these two days we can find the number of working days, that's excluding Saturday and Sundays, which are weekends. So we can type equal to net work days, then you now specify the first one H7 comma I7, enter. So the system tells us that even though we have 4078 days, but the real working days is 2913. So what's the difference between the number of days from, so if we want to find out the number of holidays that we had or number of weekends, so that would be this minus this. So this is I11 and this is I14. So you have equal to I11 minus I14. So that means that 1168 were weekends between the 11-year period, while 2913 113 were real working days. That's how you find the number of days, months, years, and the number of actual working days and the number of weekends between those two dates. Thank you for listening.